Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Final Fantasy XIII 2 walkthrough. Alright, so we are at the end. There are only two fragments that I still needed to get, and we're going to get those. I actually believe I mentioned in the last video exactly what those two were. The first was the fragment for basically defeating all the monsters in the game. Unfortunately, I didn't have, I didn't have footage for defeating every monster in the game because that would be, I don't want to say absurd, but I don't know how much value you would have got out of that. Maybe some though, to be completely honest, because some of them are actually really tough. Like I had mentioned a couple of the other times, the giant cactar is probably the hardest one. That it's just, most of the time you're going to be stomping the cactars so hard that you would never see it actually grow to the bigger one. So that one is, I would say, the only real tricky monster in the entire game. But anyway, so here I actually have defeated everything at this point, so I'm actually just going to go collect that fragment now. The following fragment will be the one from Serendipity. Again, I've mentioned that a couple of times too, where it's the one that you get for actually winning 7,777 casino coins. Now, that one, to be really clear on it, it's not that you have to have like 7,777 actually on you, because you could just buy that many, right? But you just have to win 7,700. In the other things, you don't have to be 7,777 ahead. You just have to have won that many over the course of your gambling career, I guess.
You say you've tracked down and recorded data on all the monsters you could find. What's this? You've discovered a creature missing from my database. A new species. I have been remiss. The monsters appearing with the paradox leave behind no bodily remains. It stands to reason that their data should remain unrecorded. Thank you. You have given me new purpose. The next database I compile will truly be a work of perfection.
Okay, so there you have it. That is the academic rank Monster Professor fragment, and we are now up to 159 out of 160. So our next step, I believe, will be to head to Serendipity and collect that last one. Now, I do want to be totally clear here. I don't actually have like the moment that I won my 777th coin, but I was quick enough to catch kind of when it happened, and so you'll see there's a little bit of dialogue from Noel. I believe it's I think Noel and Sarah say something about it or when it happens. So we will see here. Fragment skill, mobile mog, field killer, chocobo music. Okay, so mobile mog is just when you throw mog, he returns faster. So we'll definitely turn that on, hopefully, or we should anyway. Chocobo, crazy. Okay. Field killer. Defeat enemies in the field, not effective against certain creatures. Okay, so this is like certain enemies that you can just hack apart, and I don't think you actually get any rewards by doing that. But if you just want to avoid battles with, it's a lot of monsters, to be completely honest. There's a lot of them that you can just wipe out like that and thus not have to fight them. So I don't know, it looked like I left that off for whatever reason. But all right, so anyways, here we are. So I'm actually gonna, or this is the point in the game where I decided to actually go for this fragment here. So what you want to do here is talk to the casino staff and find out if the machine is hot or not. And there you have it. It's a hot summer's day. So at that point, you'll definitely want to, or if you're planning on gambling or using the slot machines here, you'll want to wait until it says it's a hot summer's day, specifically, because that means you've got the best chances of winning. Now I'm gonna still do the autoplay, which should be obvious here is what I'm doing, and here's actually my cut, obviously, of me just playing a ton, and then this is the dialogue I got. Alright, so that's the fragment lucky coin. You get the 1000 CP, which whoop-de-doo. But that's it. So that was our last fragment right there. You know, that looked a lot easier probably than it really was. I don't know how many trips I actually made in here. I felt like this was 2. Like, I think I had done a bunch one day and not got the, you know, the fragment. And then I finished it off on a separate date. But anyways, yeah, so that's the end of that there. So again, now we've got or I should say we have all 160 fragments. If you want to, you can check out the stats of your the fragment energy weapons. I don't remember the names of those right off the top of my head. And then here, I don't know if we get another fragment skill or not. I feel like maybe.
My powers do not compare to those of the gods.
Okay, yeah, fragment skill Clockmaster. I don't remember what that does, to be completely honest. Something with the Mog clock, I'm guessing. So let's have a look here. Clockmaster. Overall game speed. Cutscenes. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So you can just run everything in like crazy high speeds. I forgot about that one. That's actually kind of good for if you're like farming. Because, you know, like I said, everything just gets going real quick. So here's the little message that when you return to the Historia Crux, when you get all the fragments. So the Goddess Citra has revealed a secret ending. To view the secret ending, you have to travel to Academia and defeat Caius once more. Behold the revelation that takes place before the throne of the goddess in Valhalla. So, if I'm remembering correctly here, actually, I don't actually know if you need to do the paradox scope for this or not. But we definitely do want to rewind or close this gate. So I'm just gonna save here. Look at that, 85 hours on this playthrough. I don't know if that feels pretty extreme, but I did a lot of crazy stuff though, so yeah. Spent a lot of time developing my monsters.
Oh, you better get moving. Hope's cocoon is just
So anyways, I cut out all of the Academia stuff of just kind of getting back to this point. Now, I don't know if you need to have the paradox scope active or not. I would say why not. I don't know that there's a reason really not to. So, you know, fire that up, and then you know, just go through these dialogues and go through all the fights, and that should take you to the secret ending. I might cut the commentary real soon though, because I don't know that I'm going to add much to the following scenes and whatnot. I guess I could give you my quick take on the ending, which is okay, yeah, we're gonna skip a bunch of stuff and go right to Chaos Bahamut. So I'm not actually seeing. Oh, what am I doing here? I'm not sure why I did this. Okay, I guess I wanted to retry for some reason. Let's see here. So I don't know if I had the paradox scope active or not. So let's. Or maybe I just wanted to do something else. I'm not really sure here. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to make sure that my superiority paradigm was active for all of these final fights, just because, again, I wanted to start out with those auto abilities that are on my purple chocobo, and do, you know, obviously some buffing initially. So I'm not actually, I didn't see the paradox scope activated for this fight, so it looks like this fight just doesn't change between or you know, for anything. So again, I'm assuming I've gotten the paradox scope activated for this. So we'll actually see now if the little message, you know, scrolls across the screen at any point. I guess, you know, kind of watch for that. That would, you know, designate that the fight has changed because of the paradox scope being activated. So yeah, it looks like I'm actually gonna keep skipping through these cutscenes that we've already seen. Again, you know, all of this stuff is in the original cutscene, so I didn't really feel like it made much sense to kind of view those again or a second time. Again, so this version of Caius as well, I'm not seeing a, you know, a paradox scope active message flash across the screen, so that would again designate that this fight hasn't changed at all, you know, based on that. Alright, anyway, sorry, so I actually just looked ahead at the rest of my footage here, and I'm not actually seeing any indication that the paradox scope is active, so it actually looks like it doesn't matter. And the final stream of fights here don't seem to change, again, from what I can tell. So, I mean, maybe they have just based on the fact that we've got all of the fragments, but I think that's unlikely. So, I guess that's my take anyway. Again, I could be completely wrong, and these fights could be a little bit more difficult, and I just didn't notice. I guess that's possible. Again, I think that's unlikely, but possible. Anyways, so we're just gonna actually finish out the rest of these fights, and then I actually am going to let some of these cutscenes play. I kind of at this point, I don't know what cutscene is new and what isn't. Again, now that we've got you know, all the fragments, there is. So what I think the whole thing is the fact that you know, they call it the secret ending, but I think all it is just a little, really small portion of footage that you can't see the first time you beat the game. So generally everything stays the same. It's just a little bit has been added, you know, again at the very, very end, and that's going to be like the last, I'm going to say maybe 3 minutes. It might not even be that long. So, you know, I'll skip and I think it's after the credits. So you'll see kind of where the credits start, but then I just, you know, skip the credits too. And then the, you know, again, I would call it the secret ending starts to play. So I'm going to cut the commentary here though. Hope you guys enjoyed the walkthrough. I had a lot of fun doing it, and as always, keep tuned for more walkthroughs. Thanks for watching.
You cannot kill me, not now.
Ready? Together now. Do you think this will make Yule happy?
Which Yule are you talking about? I've known and protected hundreds of Yules. All they had the same soul. Every one of them was unique. A Yule who dreamed of travel. A Yule who loved to sing. A Yule who collected flowers. They all died. All of them. Before my eyes.
But despite that, she chose to live again. So she could be with you! I only ever knew the one you... That was enough.
You don't have to cry. We will meet again.
She was smiling when she died. She believed in the future. She knew we'd meet again. Think, Caius, think. Was it really a curse? Was it forced on her by Etro? Do you really think that Yule wanted to die and not come back? Of course not. Yule wanted to come back. Every time she died in your arms, she wanted to come back. She knew her next life would be short. She knew! Because she wanted to see you. Again and again without end.
Enough, no more. Lies!
up to you to keep hope alive.
Lightning? I can still fight.
This'll be your grave!
Here!
told me that Yule is reborn because of me. Then I have to die. We must free Yule. Kill me. You're the only one that can end this eternal torment.
Even if it were for Yule's sake, I wouldn't want to kill you.
Lightning is dead. I killed her with my own hands. Will you allow me to go unpunished?
He's lying.
In Valhalla, time does not flow as it should. Long before we began our battle here, I had already faced her. Now, she sleeps, never to wake. Things that shall happen in your future have already been decided in my own past. I know how it begins and how it ends.
Then you should know you can't provoke me. No matter how hard you try, I'm not going to kill you.
That's right. You hate to kill anyone, don't you? Noel, born at the end of days. You understand the true value of life. But know this. You will kill me, Noel. The moment I cease to exist, you shall be released from your fate.
Give it up. I won't do it.
Impressive.
No!
He who can change time must choose between those who die and those who live. You must bear the burden. The eternal paradox.
Caius!
Noel. He always wanted to come back here, didn't he? He wanted to come back here to die.
He thought if he did, he could end Yule's cycle of rebirth. This way, all the Yules that are called back to Valhalla, they can be with him here. They don't have to return to be born again.
He heard you. In the end, he believed what you told him.
This is a world that gives birth to infinite possibilities. But that's all there are. Possibilities. There's no death here, but no real life either. The Yules that returned to this place chose a different fate. They wanted to be born again. They didn't need immortality.
They wanted reality.
But Caius wanted something different. Something he thought was better than life. A dream where he could protect the spirits of all the Yules forever. But I'm not like him. I'm going to find her. Find my Yule. It doesn't have to be forever. Just... I want to be with her in the future.
Then, let's do it. Build a new future.
Yeah. I never wanted to hurt anyone. I didn't want to lose my Yule. I didn't want to lose any of them. No one deserves to die. Not even you, friend. Farewell.
back to how it was.
Kubao.
Sarah, are you feeling okay? When the timeline changed, did you see anything? I mean, did you feel any pain?
No, I feel great.
Good. Why don't we go and find Lightning?
Okay,
I don't think she's here, Kubao.
wait. You don't think that Caius really...
No, that was just a lie. Now that the timeline is fixed, she's back in her own world. I bet she's waiting for you, along with everyone else.
Kubao.
The paradoxes are resolved. The gates will disappear soon. We better hurry on back.
Right. So this will take us to 500 AF. I guess that's where we'll be living now. 500 years in my future. Maybe Lightning will be there.
It was the future Lightning fought to protect. It's the start of a brand new era.
What about Fang and Vanille?
They'll be there for sure. And don't forget, Hope is in that time as well. Once the gates disappear, everyone stays where they are. Every day, we'll be able to look into the sky and see the new cocoon above us.
I bet Snow will be waiting there, Kubao.
So... well, we'll see. That'll be up to Lightning, I think. Yeah?
Kubao.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah?
The shield has been deployed. Major fissures detected in the pillar. Collapse is imminent.
Rescue team report.
Hold on, switching displays.
We're pulling out.
Come on, Saz.
We've got Vanille and Fang. Their crystal is intact. Bringing them home.
Great work. Thank you, Saz. Thank you for saving them. They've kept our world safe for centuries. But now they can rest and join us in our new arc.
Paradox levels are holding. Sir, they're not coming down.
The gates haven't been shut down yet, which means the timeline must still be unstable.
Director?
It's okay. Sarah and Noel will fix it. They just need more time. The pillar is coming down!
Staring the stars, feeling the wind every time. I cannot stop thinking of you since you've been gone away from here. Shedding the tears, crying out loud for once. 'Cause you were such a precious part of me. There's no one to fill my broken heart. Oh, but now I have realized the reason why I live in this world. Even you have left me here alone. I found the way. I can get hope for the future. Baby, I'm gonna see the new world. Nothing but the love you gave me. Only thing
This is our ark, our haven. It will be called Benevelza, and it shall be the new home for the human race.
Having a dream, basking in the sun every day. I'm starting to think that I'm still here, though the pain of loss still hurts me.
Hey!
Making me smile.
Look, the heroes are back!
It's Saz.
Everything is gentle to me because you are making it so.
Nice catch.
Welcome home!
Thanks.
The reason why I live in this world, it's not
Gotcha.
to lose what I truly need. I will make sure to build a beautiful day.
You're okay now.
You feeling all right?
I'm gonna see the new world with nothing but the love you gave me.
It'll be good to see everyone again.
I can do
Yeah.
is to trust the time we share, baby. I'm gonna go to the new world with nothing but the strength you gave me.
The gates are closed.
To real great now, I know you love
It's the end of our journey.
I should be, even if it is dark
Hey,
and hard
no.
time for me. I don't wanna give up my home.
Thank you.
Sarah. No, not now, please. Sarah, snap out of it. No! No. Sarah.
All the things in this world and believe in the power of love. Sing a song of tomorrow that we are. Will only come to life again. I knew they will come to you.
No? But why? You were safe. Everything was fine.
The future changed. It changed. If you change the future, you change the past. The effects ripple outwards, up and down the timeline. Seeress is forced to see it all.
You mean Sarah? She saw this vision?
Yes. And it killed her. Sarah. She knew the risk. If we altered the future, she knew what would happen, that her life could be in danger. But she still chose to save it. I wanted to protect her. I thought I had. I thought she was safe.
Kupo? 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 The goddess. She is gone, Kupo.
The heart of chaos beats in my chest. A manifestation of Etro. Should this heart stop beating, the goddess will die once again,
Goddess?
When the goddess dies, the chaos of Valhalla is unleashed. The chaos has the power to warp the timeline and destroy the past. They have seen all of history, all of its possibilities. They have seen all the endings. But they must know the goddess Etro is already dead. Her end is final. No man, woman, or god can bring her back now. Ignorant and blind to their true mission, they did exactly what I wanted. At the end of their journey to save the world, they stilled the goddess's power. Yule, let us begin. We are freed from our eternal curse. Embrace the new world. The goddess is dead.
Time flows in circles. Until all possibilities have been tested, it will remain locked in this arc for all eternity. Here, a moment in history endlessly repeats itself. Perhaps this same tale has been acted out in the same place at the same time for eons beyond counting. But such knowledge will never be the province of mankind. Only the goddess atop her throne in the timeless realm of Valhalla can see the span of history in its entirety. But now her temple lies dormant, and the bells ring a funeral dirge. The battle to decide the fate of the world begins once again.
Time is our great obsession. Who has not dreamed of returning to the past, of changing the future? Imagine the power to see how our choices affect our lives and then return to undo them. endless possibilities. Imagine the freedom to cross time and journey through the ages. The freedom to change the past and bend history to your will. What would you do if you had that power? Could you eradicate the mistakes of history and build a perfect future? Or would you be subject to fate and be swept down the river of time, powerless to change your course? Come with me. Let me show you your fate.